Are you ready? Y'all ready for this? Are you ready to propel into 225 with faith-fueled goals? Are you ready to make 2025 that year that changes everything for you? Not for your business, but for your faith and your purpose and your impact and your business. I mean, like, imagine stepping into this new year with some clarity and with some confidence and a set of goals that don't just align with your ambitions, but line with God's purpose for your life. That's what we're going to talk about today, y'all. And I want you to join us and welcome, because this is the good news that we're sharing with you every Monday through Friday. And it is Faith and Freedom Friday. Who's excited, y'all? Jesus loves you. I got some good news, y'all. Isn't that exciting to know that Jesus loves you? So as you come on, I want you to say hello so we can say hello back to you. Let us know where you're tuning in from and what you got planned for the weekend. How are things going with you? We are super excited to be here with you today. And so y'all know I like to start every broadcast off with some praise and worship. And if this is your first time tuning in, my name is Cathy McReynolds. I'm with Bible Business Academy, and we're excited to be here with you today. And we're talking about some faith-fueled goals, and so you can propel into 2025 with purpose. You want to propel into 2025 with purpose. Make sure you go ahead and share, and also tag someone who needs to hear this message. Y'all ready for this? We're going to go ahead and get started, man. Make sure you grab a pen and paper because I'm going to give you some great tips on setting your goals for 2025. And you want to make sure that you write this down. And if you need more help with everything, go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com. BibleBusinessAcademy.com. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, but just know Jesus is in love with you. So it's so exciting to know that you're loved. Man, that just gives me like the goosies everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And as I asked, are you ready to propel into 2025 with your faith-fueled goals? Are you ready to make 2025 that year that changes everything? Not just for your business, y'all, but for your faith, for your purpose, and for your impact. I mean, I want you to imagine stepping into the new year with clarity, with confidence, and with a set of goals that just don't align with your ambition, but with God's purpose for your life. That's where it's different at, right? Now, what if your goals weren't just about reaching these milestones? What if what if they're about moving mountains, right? Doing what God called you to do. And so today we're going to dive into some faith-filled goals. It's a simple, powerful framework to propel you into 2025 with purpose and power. So if you're ready to go into 2025 with purpose and power, just drop purpose and power in the comment section, y'all. I'm going to share how you can get ready for an upcoming training also that will take your goal setting to that next level. And I want to draw inspiration from one of the most powerful examples of goal setting in the Bible, Nehemiah. Y'all know the story of Nehemiah, right? But we're going to look at it from a different perspective. We're going to look at it from a goal setting perspective. So, because when Nehemiah learned of Jerusalem broken walls, he didn't just react emotionally. So first, I want you to capture that. He noticed a problem. Businesses are about solving problems. What problem did you notice, and what problem do you want to solve? Once you, that's like, if I, and we're going to make it clear as we go through here, but that's the biggest thing. Don't go into business because, oh, I can make a lot of money there, right? I've been there, I've done that, right? But you want to go into business like Nehemiah did in building that wall because he saw a problem. So that was the first thing that he did. is he saw a problem. The second thing he did was he sought God's guidance, and then he created a clear vision and he executed a detailed plan, right? All while trusting in God's provision. So when you think about that, let's recap that. He saw the problem. He didn't react emotionally to it because a lot of us do, right? Then he sought God's guidance for it. And then he created a clear vision. And then he executed a detailed plan, all while trusting God's provision for it. So if God will provide for you to do and build the business that he called you to do. So let's look at how Nehemiah's process mirrors an effective framework for setting faith-fueled goals. Number one, you got to pray for guidance. And you can study Nehemiah 1, 4 through 11. And we also have a real detailed training on YouTube on Nehemiah. So you can also look at that. But as we go through this in the short time that we have here together, Nehemiah began by seeking God's wisdom and his favor in his mission. And then number two, he defined his vision. He defined his vision. He had a clear goal for rebuilding the wall. What is your clear goal? What do you want to help people do? Do you want to help people with weight loss? Do you have a clear goal for helping people with weight loss? Do you want to help people cook better? Do you have a clear goal for helping people to cook better? Do you want to help people to what are some of the things out there to build a business online? Do you have a clear goal to help people to build a business online? This is one that I've seen that has been very, very successful. Do you have a clear goal? They were teaching people how to jump rope, making 50 plus grand a month doing that. Do you have a clear goal and a vision to help people do that? See, he had a clear goal to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem and restore his people's security. So that second half of that is restore the people's security. Why was he positioning himself he knew the problem, he knew what he had to do, restore the wall and give people security. So you want to take that and put it into your business. And then number three, he planned strategically. Nehemiah requested resources. He inspected the situation and he created a step-by-step plan to rebuild. And we're going to help you with that. And the fourth thing that he did, he had trust and he persevered. He had trust and he persevered. Business doesn't happen overnight, right? Some people get blessed early. Some people have to go for a long time before that blessing hits them. It's all in God's timing, but are you going to stop or are you going to keep going? You got to trust and persevere, not in yourself, but in God's ability to take you where he has called you for his purpose, as we said in the beginning. You got to do this for his purpose. And despite the challenges and oppositions that Nehemiah had, he relied on God's strength to keep him going. The fifth thing he did was he took bold action, y'all. Nehemiah didn't wait for the ideal circumstances. He stepped out in faith and led with confidence. There's a scripture in Ecclesiastic that says, if you wait for the perfect condition, it'll never happen. You have to get started. So if you got goals that you want to do in 2025, if you have goals that you have not hit in 2024, with only a few more weeks left in the year, you have to get started. You got to take some of these plans that we're talking about here and the system, and you have to put it into play. And this biblical approach aligns perfectly, y'all, with 6 practical steps for effective goal setting and the framework that we use for faith-fueled goals. Number 1, you have to have a definite desire. Nehemiah, definite desire was to rebuild the wall and to restore the security. And we call that the CCMP. You have to have a clear, concise, mental picture of exactly what you're called to do. You got to know exactly what you want to achieve. You got to know exactly what is God. Ask yourself, what is God calling you to build or to accomplish. It's not what the world is calling you or what you think. You want to have clarity on that. And don't worry, y'all, we help you with this. The second step of the goal setting is you have to set a clear outcome. You want to write down your goal in detail and make it specific. Your goal has to be measurable and it has to be tied to your purpose. Tied to your purpose. That's where it's different than what the world tells you, right? We want to help you tie it to the purpose that God put you here for. He put us all here for a purpose. And so when you learn to live out your purpose and have measurable goals, so if your goal is to help people, I don't know why I would say how to cook. Maybe I'm hungry or something like that. But let's say your goal is to help people how to cook healthy, right? Then you need it to be measurable. How many people are you going to help? What does that look like, and what is the end goal for that? So it's measurable, and we break that down by week, by month, by quarter, and by year. And we'll talk more about that. And that's part of number 3, create a plan of action. That's breaking those goals into actionable steps and commit to taking one step each daily. So part of the plan, once we know what your goal is, we're going to break it down for you, and then we're going to set up daily action steps for you to take in order to achieve that goal, because then that way you don't get so clouded and confused about what you need to do. Number 4 is you want to have unshakable faith. Unshakable faith. You might even have to say, God, help my faith. Help me with my unbelief. He gave us all a portion of faith. So wherever you're at, and he said, if you ask, he will give you more. You just have to know what you want to do, and then you can be specific in your asking and what you need to have happen and what he called to do. Because if it's his purpose for you, why wouldn't he equip you with everything that you need? I mean, think about that. If you got children and they need something and you want them to, let's just say something as simple as cleaning the house, would you not provide them with the cleaning supplies and everything that they need to get that task done? That's the same way God will react with us. If he gave us a purpose, he's going to supply everything that we need in order to get that job done. So stop relying on yourself and go to God. Be like, hey, you gave me this. Now equip me to do what I need to do, because I'm willing to go out and get it done. And just believe, y'all. Believe that with God, your goals are possible. With God, your goals are possible. Remember Matthew 17:20. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. So if you think about how small is a mustard seed, it can fit like in my little fingernail right here. How small is a mustard seed? So if you get a visual of that, if you look at my fingernail, it can fit in that fingernail right there. That's the only portion of faith that you need. If you have it that small, he's going to make everything happen for you. And number 5, y'all, you got to visualize your success. We always say you got to see it in order to seize it, right? You have to see it in order, you have to see it in order to seize it, right? You want to see the vision God has given you as already fulfilled. So let me repeat that. You have to see it before you seize it, and it is already done. That's the thing. You don't look at your business as where is that today. You visualize it as to what it's supposed to look like and what God gave you that vision for. That's no different than what Joseph did, right? He had the vision. He shared it with his brothers. It took 14 years for that vision to come, but he had a clear vision. He had already seen it. He already knew what was going to happen. And he saw it. God gave him that vision. So you may not have that direct vision that you see, but in dreams, you may not have that like he did with Nehemiah, but you can take it and you can craft it. You can put it down. That's the purpose of a vision board, but with action added to it, right? Because just to have that vision board without those action plans and what you're going to do, nothing happens, right? So, and that right there is what drives your motivation and is what keeps you going. Number 6, you want to stay consistent. This is so, so important. This is the part that many miss. They don't stay consistent. They start something a week or a month later, they're done with this. Kind of like we're coming up to the New Year's. What does people say? Oh, I want to lose weight. I want to get started. And then by the third week, that 3 weeks in, they're off their goal. So you want to stay consistent. You want to take daily steps towards your goal, and you want to trust God to provide the strength and clarity that you need. All right. So I hope that brought you guys value. And here's the truth that you want to look at in goal setting. It's just the first step. That's where people get lost. It's just the first step. The real challenge is tracking, is executing, and living out those goals. And that's why I want to invite you all to use our Believe and Grow Rich Planner, because it's a tool that we designed with these in mind that I just shared with you that will help you stay on track. It will help you stay focused. It will track your progress. It will help you grow your faith. And it's all with intention. And plus, y'all, I'm so super excited to announce that we're going to be offering our faith-filled goal setting training. And this is where I'm going to personally guide you through this framework and help you craft goals that will reflect God's purpose for your life. And it will take you to a whole new level. So don't wait until January to start planning your breakthrough year. We're going to roll this out on Monday, and it'll allow you to start taking action today. But first, pick up a copy of your Believe and Grow Rich Planner at believeandgrowrich.org, and so that it can get in to you before the new year starts, so you can start it out fresh. And then I want you to stay tuned for the details that we'll announce on Monday for our goal setting training. And just be ready, y'all. Be ready to move forward with goal setting so that you can achieve your goals. Your goals are more than just tasks. They're kingdom assignments. So you got to know what your kingdom assignment is. If you don't, we're going to help you with this. So let's make 2025 the year that glorifies God, that grows your business, and that impacts lives. Let's step into it boldly into this new season. Let's step into it with love for God, knowing that He loves us and He wants the best for us, with love for those who He called us to serve, and with faith and with focus and with unstoppable purpose, y'all. Y'all ready to do this? I hope this brought you value today. If you know someone who has some goals, also, make sure you share this with them. Go to BibleBusinessAcademy.com to get more information, and you can pick up our planner at believeandgrowrich.org. I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed and awesome day, and enjoy your Friday. All right, y'all. Have a good one. We will see you later.